Inside your bedroom, we stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm.
Happy Monday, guys. I am at work. Last night was the Bad Omens concert. I think I showed you guys some of those clips. Holy, that was so much fun. They are such a good concert. Their setup and the lights and everything were amazing. Definitely will go back in the future, but I am tired today. We got home at midnight and I had a really hard time sleeping because I was just amped up from the concert. So lots of coffee will be had this morning. I have a client here in a little bit, so I am getting all set up and ready to start my day. I have a ton of things on my agenda. Actually, I am behind on just about everything. Not critically behind, but I need to schedule some catch-up days, like some extra time in my schedule just to get caught up on things. I have a client I'm editing for, a book for editing, like a book client, and I'm writing my own. I've started drafting book 2 in Billionaire Beast of New York series duology, and I also need to plan out my reveal for the title of book 2 for Patreon. Eventually it'll make its way publicly over to Instagram and other places, but right now it'll just be Patreon exclusive. But I need to plan it because I want that to go out this week. I want it to be out so that I can start telling people about the book title. At least when I do my weekly updates and stuff on Patreon, I want to start doing some sneaky peeks there. So I have a lot of things on the agenda this week. It's also spring break ended. So today everyone is back at school / work for my husband. So lots and lots of things to get set up doing. So we will see. I'm going to check back in with you guys later because I need to get prepped, finish working on stuff. That way I'm ready to go. So see you guys in a little bit. Hi, hello. I am in pajamas. The lighting is really strange in there, so let's move back in here. I have not updated you guys in a little bit. Honestly, I'm not doing a very good job of keeping the vlog updated these days. I'm really not doing a great job of YouTube things in general. I would like to do better, but I don't really know what happened, but life has been really hectic recently just because the schedule changed on me between spring break. I thought I would have extra time this last week and I was going to front load some other projects and do a ton of writing. I had actually scheduled ahead of time that I was going to start drafting book 2 of Billionaire Beast of New York. I was going to start drafting that this last week, and I did, except the problem is that I suddenly was really busy at work, and all of the extra time that I had, which was a good amount, was suddenly like pulled out from under my feet. I'm not complaining necessarily because on the one hand, it meant that I am seeing more clients, which is great. So I'm getting paid more, which is great. However, it was just not expected. And so putting my therapy hat on for a little bit as a therapist, when you struggle with anxiety and things do not go as you expect them to, it can cause a ton of anxiety and frustration. And then on top of that, I have ADHD. And so when things don't go to plan, it is very frustrating for people with ADHD. And that also causes anxiety. And so I've just kind of been stuck in a really gross headspace. I have gotten writing done. I am a little over 1,000 words into book 2, but I am not nearly where I would want it to be. I am also behind on other projects that I had set for myself this week. So I know I will get ahead. It's not really that. I'm not worried about getting caught up. I'm just really frustrated that I haven't had the time consistently to work on things. So I haven't been able to write like I want to, and that always causes me a lot of stress when I'm not able to write. And because aside from really enjoying it and it being a career for me, it's an outlet. It's a creative outlet. So I get really stressed out when I'm not able to pour into that. So you might be able to hear June over here. June, get settled. Girl, get settled. All right, well, she's trying to get cozy, but I just wanted to tell you guys that I have not just like abandoned things. It's just really busy, and next week should be a ton better on that front. So, and this weekend. So the end of this vlog should be a lot better. I am also really trying to get my brain organized around creating some more videos for YouTube. I have ideas for sit-down videos. I just have not sit down to record them, and it is not priority right now. The vlogs are important. I get those every week, but the extra videos are not my priority right now. I am prioritizing writing for a lot of reasons. For one, like if I don't write, I don't have books out, but I also don't feel amazing when I don't write. And so I am prioritizing that for myself over YouTube right now, other than these weekly vlogs. So if you have ideas or something you would really like to see, like a topic for a video, something you'd really like me to explain, maybe my process or my thoughts on something, definitely leave them in the comments below. I look at that. I would be very interested in what kind of content you guys would like to see more of. So please let me know. It would help me a lot. So yeah, I am going to eat a snack. I think I'm going to have some chips and salsa, relax tonight. I don't plan on writing, but I do want to look at things. I am trying to get things imported into my Google Calendar because I feel like I will have things put together a little bit better if I can see where my time is and where it goes. So I'm doing a bit of a mini time audit tonight. I've talked a lot in the past about time audits, so maybe that's something I could include in some kind of a video. Maybe I can talk about organizational things. I don't know, but yeah, so I'm going to let you guys go and just kind of enjoy the evening, and hopefully I will get a lot more. Hi, hello. It is so windy. There's a sign over here that's like flying like crazy. Holy moly. Hello. Happy Thursday. I got a bit more writing done this morning. I did some like brainstorming last night. I filmed last night, so I talked a little bit about that with you guys. Didn't write. I didn't expect to. But I did get to write a pretty good amount this morning. I don't think I wrote very much, but I feel like things clicked into place this morning as I was writing. So I'm feeling much better about the story. I think I was just in that early stage where I hadn't fully fallen in with the characters yet. It's sort of like meeting people for the first time for me. And I kind of realized that actually today, because I met some new people. They weren't really new, like I was familiar with them, but I got to actually sit down and have a conversation and get to know people better. And I realized that that is kind of what I was experiencing writing this new book, was that I just hadn't spent enough time to get to know these people I was writing about. And so sitting down, doing the brainstorming more about the story, I thought less about what was going to happen in the story, which is where I kind of was stuck last week. And I thought more about who these characters are, what kind of music they listen to, what is their mood? Like, how does my female main character feel in this moment? And how would she react to things? And how would she react to the male main character? And how would he react to her? And that is when things fit together. And I think I've told you guys before in past vlogs, but as a writer, I am very much character first, plot second. I put a ton more work into the characters I create, because I think when the characters in a story feel real, the story, even like a real wild one, is a lot more believable itself. And when you write fantasy, especially like set in real world places like I do, urban fantasy, that really matters a lot. And so I put a ton into character development, and I think that is what I was missing. So today has been good. I just finished up work. I am going to go pick up Finn from my parents and go home. And I don't know, I might sit down and tinker a little bit more with my draft tonight. I need to do some laundry. I need to do that at some point. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of enjoy the evening, because tomorrow is Friday and I only see one person on Friday, and the rest of the day is writing and also editing, because I'm doing a bit of editing for a book client. So I'm excited. I'm going to have a lot more time tomorrow to do stuff, and then into the weekend. So it's great. Today has been much better. I feel like last night when I was talking to you guys was just turning a corner, and I knew that in the back of my head that things were going to come together, and today I feel like hi, hello, and happy Saturday. My goodness, there's a lot of birds out here, but we're gonna chat anyway. So we're just gonna deal with this whole flock situation. Alex and Finn have left the house. They are going to a baseball game together. Super fun. The weather is really nice out, so I think it's gonna be a really fun day for them. It's nice and sunny, not too hot. So it's perfect for like sitting under the sun and watching a baseball game. Finn has never been to a baseball game before, so it will be a fun new adventure for him. So I am home alone now, and I am working on writing stuff. I am also doing book editing for my client. I'm getting caught up today. I guess I should really like preface that, because I keep saying I am behind. I have no deadline for my writing stuff, so I'm not really behind at all. I can't be. I can just make progress. And as far as editing goes, I am still on track. I'm not concerned at all about not finishing this book by the editing deadline. It's just that I was hoping to be finished with it a little bit early, and so I was on a little bit more crunch time if I was going to have it finished early. So I'm perfectly on track. I don't know. It's just me and my brain getting anxious about stuff, honestly. The fun update is that I have finally gotten a lot of writing done. Yesterday, I think I wrote something like 4,000 words, probably more like 3,000 and some change. But it was a really good writing day, considering I haven't been doing much writing. So I feel like I got what I needed. I finished chapter 1, which was the female main character's perspective, and then we moved into the male main character's perspective with chapter 2. And so I feel like I have sort of settled into who these characters are, and I think that was part of the hang up, was not just, you know, not having the time, but also needing a little bit of character development work to fully understand these people. So I feel like we're in a good spot now. So that's what I'm working on. We are going to go back to the office, continue doing some editing and do some writing before my friend drops by. She's gonna come by a little later to drop off, what is she dropping off? A dolly. She borrowed some stuff because they moved houses. So she's gonna drop by to bring things to me at 2. So I'm gonna work for a few hours until she gets here. Hi, hello, happy Sunday. I am wearing my Bad Omens shirt from the concert. I'm really excited. Love this shirt. I have a lot of little things to do today. I am going up to the office with Finn, in part because I have new toys up there and he hasn't played with them and he wants to. So I don't really need to go in, but PA bestie Jill is also going to be there. So I'm going to go up there and do the work that I need to do while I'm in the office, and Finn can just play. And then we're going to go get gelato, which is something we like to do a lot of weekends, just the time with the two of us. So that is what I am doing today. I got a lot more writing done yesterday in between stuff. I did a little bit of editing also, so I am feeling really good. And I've also started to get a semblance of like a plan of how I want to attack this week for writing and editing so that I can better balance it. So feeling pretty good. I really don't have much more to say than that. Just that I'm really falling in to the story now with these characters as I'm writing book 2 in the Billionaire Beast of New York duology. I have announced the title over on Patreon for my $5 members, so you could go join and find the title there if you would like. I am planning to publicly release the title very soon though. I am starting to put together stuff to do that. I really don't have any date in mind that I am releasing on. It will probably just be a surprise, honestly. I'll probably just like decide one day to drop it the next day or something and quickly post about it. So be on the lookout for that. So speaking of, make sure to check the description box so you're following me on all my social media. Join my Patreon for just $5. But every week I do a weekly writing update and you can get that completely free when you join as a free member. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. Read books, be kind, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!